Good evening, all my beautiful Astralites. I know it's been a while, but today we are going to be continuing Chapter 6 of Pinstrike. Um, as you can see, I'm actually back home. I know it's a little weird going from place to place, but I figured I'd show you guys my surroundings a little bit, my little Pokemon pillow. And my back is rested on my favorite Harley Quinn pillow, and I am also laying on a matching Harley Quinn blanket. So if you can picture that, because I'm not gonna really move anything. But anyway, let's get started. Chapter 6: A New Era of Technology. It was a few hours later, and Bo was still groggy, having to visit his mom at the hospital wing, saving the life of Star Moon's reporting prodigy Jane Tracy, and of course, opening the store. Bo realized he was going to be taking on many responsibilities. He had to figure out what those responsibilities would be consisting. He knew one thing for sure. His top priorities were to save the citizens of Star Moon and take down the evil mayor Patrick Webb and all that were affiliated in his schemes. There appeared to be no customers just yet, as George comes back to the Warrior's Palace after staying the night with Lillian at the hospital. "Hey, kid," George says as he greets his nephew. "You okay? You look terrible." Bo fakes a smile as he responds with sass. "Ever so sweet you are, Uncle George." "I'm sorry, Bo. It was a long night. Granted, I don't have to tell you," says George. "No kidding. How's Mom?" asks Bo. "Physically, she's gonna be okay. Emotionally, I don't know if she'll bounce back. Doctors say she'll have to wear an arm cast when she leaves the hospital." George replies, "Mom's tough. She'll pull through. I'm just glad I still have a parent around." "Hey, I'm a parent," George exclaims. Bo laughs in the immediate sense. Oh, sorry, I said that too quickly. Let me rephrase that again. Bo laughs. "In the immediate sense, Uncle George," says Bo. "Ah, okay." George replies. George replies. Oh, I'm starting to lose my space here. Okay, yeah. "Your mother has always been strong, and I commend her for that. Just gotta keep praying for her and welcoming her back with open arms after I pick her up tomorrow morning," says George. Bo nods his head in agreement. "Well, I'm gonna go to bed, catch up on some sleep. You save me some coffee for later. You save me some coffee for later, Bobo?" "Sorry, I know how you hate that nickname." Bo smiles and chuckles as he responds once more. "No, it's okay, Uncle George. I don't mind it so much anymore. And yes, I'd save some in the pot for you." George smiles at Bo. "You're a good man, Bobo. I'll see you in a bit," Bo replies. "Sleep tight, Uncle George." Just as George goes upstairs to his room, he notices Bo's bedroom door was cracked open. As George goes to close the door thoroughly, he caught a glimpse inside of Bo's staff on the floor, wondering why he painted it, along with the newspaper articles on his wall. Someone's in trouble. Anyway, okay. Man, I'm starting to lose my space more often than I should. Anyway, staff on the floor. Oh, okay. I got you guys. George lost it once he saw Bo's pinstripe uniform inside of his closet. "Bo Kendo, get up here now!" George shouts. Bo rushes upstairs and notices his door was completely open. "Shit!" Bo exclaims to himself. He enters the door, wanting to explain everything he was doing. "Have you lost all the good sense that was given to you?" George shouts as he's trying to figure out what possessed Bo to do it. I know how this looks, Uncle George, exclaims Bo. George still responds in anger. I suppose you're anxious to join your mother, even your father for that matter? You have no idea what you're getting yourself into, Bo. You're gonna end up dead continuing this investigation. Bo responds, if not me, then surely someone else will. This will never stop as long as Webb is still in office. People are getting killed, put into hospital beds, or losing their jobs, all because of Patrick Webb. And this death trap that Mom mentioned, the mystery girl who shot her, they're possibly working for Webb, and I want to know why. If you want to kick me out, go ahead, but I will not stop until Mayor Webb, Death Trap, and all who follow them are put to justice. Starmoon deserves to be a city of peace, and by God, I will give him that peace. George looks down with his hands on his hips, calming his nerves, as if he knew that Bo was having a point. You're right, Bo. If this is what you have to do to clear your conscience, count me in. Mayor Webb hurt our family long enough, as well as many others. But if we're gonna do this, we're gonna play this smart. You listen to everything I say exactly as I say it. Understood? Bo nods his head once more in agreement. Okay then, we'll get started after you close up shop tonight. I'm taking your suit to make some adjustments. That's going to include your staff and your watch as well. Knowing how much his watch meant to him, Bo was hesitant. However, Bo trusted George with his life, knowing that he was going to make top notch work on his soon to be advanced suit. Bo gives George his watch. Thank you, Bo. After work, we meet in my office. You're alright, Bo. It's time we take back our city, says George. Indeed. Rest up. I'll see you tonight, Bo replies. George grabs a cup of coffee, then goes back to his room to get started on the new suit and weaponry, rather than catching up on sleep while Bo goes back downstairs to attend to potential customers. It was after hours as the store had closed up for the night. Before George got started on enhancing Bo's suit, he called Lillian at the hospital before she turned in for the night, for a substantial favor that was crucial for the suit itself. Lillian's phone rings. She answers the phone. Hey, little brother. I was just getting ready for bed, George replies. Yeah, sorry to disturb you, big sis, but I have a tremendous favor to ask. Lillian ponders to herself as what the boys were up to. All right, I'll bite. What is it? Asks Lillian. I'm working on a new project and I needed your biometric algorithm code in order to perfect it. You know, the same one you use for the scan programming? George replies. Usually I wouldn't, but since you're family that I trust, I suppose I could give it to you. It's in my work email account. I'll text it to you. Lillian replies as she sends her account information through text. Oh my, thank you. I owe you big time, exclaims George. Lillian laughs and smiles. It's no problem. Just delete my account information once you're done, and take me out for breakfast when you come get me tomorrow. We'll call it even. George smiles in content. You got it. Thank you again. Sleep tight, sis. Lillian replies, Good night. Give my love to Bo. I will. Love you. Bye. George replies as he hangs up the phone. Bo eagerly awaits George to come downstairs as Bo had just finished closing up shop, so they can get started adapting the Pinstrike suit. George gets downstairs and walks up to Bo. You ready? Asks George. Let's do it, Bo says with a look of determination. They walked to the back of the store where the office was located. The office was where George made his star cube, as well as other inventions. It was going to be known as the base of operations. George and Bo sat down behind the desk in the office to get started. Sorry I kept you waiting. I had to make a very important phone call, George says as he gets the computer operational. What'd you ask Mom for this time? Bo asks. Okay, it was for a biometric algorithm and code I was going to download within the confines of your watch. George replies. Wait, what? Why? Bo asks as he was confused. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Pretty soon, you won't need the suit you made if you're in any kind of emergency. Everything you need will be directly on the wrist at your disposal. George replies. Okay. Bo replies is as he's still uncertain about the process. Bo's watch was connected to George's computer that was incapable of downloading any source of computerized coding into any type of small inanimate object. All right, we are online. So I took a picture of your suit using my phone and then sent the picture directly to your watch in order to start the downloading sequence. I take the picture I took of your suit, that's here on the monitor, and now we just add some highly advanced VR equipment and register them to your arsenal, says George. George adds a few new extra modifications to the suit as well. All right, downloading Pinstrike sequence now. George had downloaded Pinstrike suit, along with the virtual reality weaponry. The watch had said download complete. Lillian's biometric algorithm code was a complete success. Afterwards, it showed a thumbprint scan. All right, Bo. Now all you have to do is press your thumb on the watch and let the magic happen, says George ecstatically. Bo laughs. Okay, Uncle George. Bo presses his thumb against the watch, and before their eyes, a blanket of white digital numeric coding fell over Bo's body. It was an immaculate sight. Bo had turned into Pinstrike before his very eyes. As Bo began to speak as Pinstrike, he notices that the voice sounded different. Wow, this is too much for words, Uncle George. You're a genius. What's with my voice, though? Pinstrike asks as he's still in awe. George exclaims, a lightweight vibrational voice modulation adapter. I figured when you first became Pinstrike, you were disguising your voice manually, which, to be honest, would be heinous on your vocal cords as well as sounding ridiculous. This is more accurate of keeping your identity inconspicuous. Pinstrike responds. Also, what happened to my watch? George replies, your watch has temporarily disintegrated into the suit's matrix database, and as for your suit itself, your suit is completely bulletproof, created by them with the most highly advanced technology your parents have ever created. Pinstrike replies in anticipation. You mean? George replies in excitement. That's right, Titanium, both man and machine made. I used the genetic code your parents downloaded into the software and embedded it into your suit, the most lightweight and toughest piece of cyber metal you will ever need for protection. Virtually indestructible. Titanium is made from micro nanobytes created from highly advanced cybernetic coding and grade 4 titanium that were scanned into Lillian and Kame Kendo's computer mainframe. It was definitely an asset in Pinstrike's arsenal. What about my staff? I need a weapon in order to defend myself against bad guys with knives and guns. Pinstrike says, you're going to be stoked when you see this. You put both of your fists out in front and you clang them both together. George instructs Pinstrike. Pinstrike does as instructed. Shing! Pinstrike's staff appears as it made a sound effect one hears from an 8-bit video game. Pinstrike is in shock once again as he observes his weapon. George smiles brightly. I knew you'd like it. I created it from two chopsticks I infused together, uploading and combining it with the same titanium technology as your suit carries. If you feel you need to disarm the staff, tap it on the ground 3 times. Pinstrike gives the staff 3 taps on the ground. Tap, tap. On the third tap, the staff vanished into thin air to be put on standby in case he needed it again. George continued. I started on the weapon before I called your mother earlier. Figured I'd get it out the way, being quick and easy. I even added the red double arrow insignia that you have on your suit. I can't thank you enough, Uncle George. It says Pinstrike. George replies, we're family. We take care of our own. Of course, I won't be out there on the field with you, but I will be here being your eyes and ears. I think I need a code name. Pinstrike responds, MacGyver's already taken. George replies, very cute, Stripes. Pinstrike responds as he gives George what he believes to be the perfect moniker. How about Scouter? Sounds pretty badass if you ask me. George laughs and replies as he decides to go along with his newly profound nickname. I like it. Scouter it is then. Before I forget, I downloaded a danger sensor into the computer's mainframe, so that way we can know where the crime's going to occur. Pinstrike replies, good to know. I'm the city's only chance at redemption. The sensor begins to alert. No time like the present, then, Scouter exclaims. There seemed to be a robbery at the Star Moon National Bank on the corner of Willow and Chestnut. Four armed robbers in 3 whole ski masks have taken hostages. How am I going to get to Willow and Chestnut in a green Tesla? It's not very ideal, and I can't necessarily walk through the front door, Pinstrike says. You won't have to. I developed a teleportation sequence for fast travel connected within the confines of your suit. I simply put in your location, and right before the blink of an eye, you're traveling from one destination to another within a millisecond. It's silent, so it's good for stealth tactics as well. Scouter replies, will it hurt? Asks Pinstrike as he begins to become concerned. No, although you may feel nauseous at first. Scouter replies, all right, I'm ready. Let's go save lives. Pinstrike replies, that's the spirit. Okay, Scouter says as he types in the location. I'm going to set it for the bank's rooftop so you can get a clear visual. We hit enter and you're off. Just as Scouter said, within a millisecond, Pinstrike went directly from the base up to the rooftop of the Star Moon National Bank rooftop. Okay. I I kind of messed up on this chapter a little bit. So basically, he went from the. Oh no! Wait, no, never mind. I thought I said that wrong. Forget about it. Yeah. So he goes from the base of operations to the rooftop of the bank. Is what I was. I didn't think. Long night. Anyway, Pinstrike felt queasy. Ugh, I think I'm gonna Ralph, says Pinstrike. Boy, you better not in that new suit, exclaimed Scouter. I'm good. Going to the window to observe inside, says Pinstrike. Okay, I'm in position, Scouter responds. Alright, how bad is it? Pinstrike replies. Innocent civilians, bank tellers. I see the bank robbers. 2 are guarding the door, which means the other 2 are in the safe. Scouter replies, which also means we need to strategize quickly before matters become worse. Seeing that the robbers are occupied in collecting funds, how about you teleport me behind those 2 clowns? Pinstrike asks in a cocky fashion. You just gave me an idea. Hang tight, Scouter replies. Okay, I'm activating a chloroform mechanism in your gloves. I'll deactivate them once you've taken care of the first two deviants. We'll go from there. Pinstrike replies, ready when you are, Scouter. Teleporting now, exclaimed Scouter. The two robbers in the safe had their guns on the ground next to them as they conversed with each other while taking the money out of the safe, not knowing there was a masked avenger lurking behind them. I know what I'm gonna do with my share, partner. I'm getting myself out of Star Moon, maybe go somewhere exotic. What about you? Asked robber number one. Oh man, you've read my mind. I'm planning to give myself a well deserved vacation, replies robber number two. Okay, the chloroform is activated. Put them to sleep, Stripes, exclaims Scouter. Pinstrike covers both of the robbers' mouths as they inhale the chloroform substance, immediately succumbing. What the hell's taking them so long? They should have been out by now, exclaims robber number three. Probably still gabbing about that vacation nonsense, robber number four replies. All right, two down and two to go, says Pinstrike. Okay, deactivating chloroform. Perfect. Time for phase two, disrupt and dismantle, which means I disrupt their weapons before they fire, and you dismantle their faces, exclaimed Scouter. The SMPD were waiting outside. Captain Jonah Warwick, an older African American gentleman who was 2 years from retirement. Captain Warwick was negotiating with the robbers. He speaks on the megaphone. Attention criminals, we have you surrounded. Release the hostages and surrender quietly. No one needs to be harmed. Go and check on them. I'm not waiting all night. Robber number three orders robber number four. Just as robber four went to check on the situation, Pinstrike tossed the other two robbers out from the safe, which alerted both of the remaining robbers to draw their guns. What the hell? Who's there? Come out now or I'll shoot, robber four demanded. Pinstrike slowly came out of the safe. Everyone could not believe what they were witnessing. You know, I know there was a reason I didn't trust banks, Pinstrike says in a joking fashion. Hands in the air or I'll shoot, Robber 4 shouted. All right, Pinstrike, I'm scanning their weapons, disrupting their firearms. Okay, all clear. Hero time, exclaimed Scouter joyfully. If you're planning to shoot me, can we make it anytime soon? I'd hate to miss my movie night. Pinstrike says, continuing to be humorous. You heard him. Let's light him up. Merry Christmas, Stripes, shouted Robert 3. The hostages gasped as they feared the worst for the masked avenger. As the robbers pulled their triggers, they noticed their guns were jammed. What the? My gun's stuck, says Robber 4. Mine too, Robert 3 replied. Pinstrike says to himself, I love you, Scouter. Robber 4 attempts to hit Pinstrike with the gun, but counteracts the attempt. Pinstrike tosses Robber 4 over to his unconscious partners in crime. Robber 4 gets back up and takes a swing at Pinstrike. Pinstrike gives Robber 4 a straight jab to the face and kicks him down. Robber 3 puts down his gun and runs to help his fellow partner. It was a 2-on-1 attack. Fortunately, Pinstrike was well trained and knew how to manage the situation. Pinstrike had the situation well in hand, especially with his capoeira skills in the mix. Robber 4 took a wide swing, which made Pinstrike duck under as Robber 4 knocks out his partner. Pinstrike jumps up with a jaw-shattering uppercut, ending the bank robber's reign of terror. The only vacation you guys are taking is a trip to Carbonite Heights, Pinstrike exclaimed as he saved the hostages. Carbonite Heights Penitentiary is a maximum security prison, located on the far end of Star Moon. The hostages got up slowly as they still couldn't believe what they had witnessed. An elderly woman walks up to the masked hero and asks, Excuse me, We all wanted to know, who are you? Pinstrike replied, I'm Star Moon's new savior. My name is Pinstrike. The elderly woman smiled. Thank you, Pinstrike. Everyone applauded and cheered as they knew that there was a new protector in Star Moon. It's my pleasure. Now, to take care of these naughty boys, said Pinstrike. Scouter transported 4 pairs of handcuffs, the same brand as the Star Moon Police Department, making it easier for the police to apprehend the bank robbers and place them into their cells. After Pinstrike handcuffs the 4 robbers and sits them up together, he gives his most solemn farewell to the bank hostages. Well, looks like the police can take care of things from here. This is where I leave you. Just before taking off, a little girl with pigtails approaches Pinstrike. Will we ever see you again? Under the mask, Pinstrike is smiling with joy. He kneels to the little girl and simply says, Count on it. Scouter, I'm ready. The little girl smiles as her father brings her away from the teleportation sequence, and Pinstrike teleports back to home base safe and sound. So, how does it feel saving more than one person in a speck of danger? Asked Scouter. Exhilarating. Sadly, I wasn't able to test out my staff, says Pinstrike. Scouter replies, There'll be other times. Saving those people from 4 armed bank robbers? That's only the beginning. Pinstrike replies, True, although I just have one question. How do I get out of my suit? I don't feel like having to take this off manually every time. Scouter laughs as he replies, You simply hold your hand over your heart for a few seconds. Pinstrike does as instructed, as he changes back directly into his street clothes and his watch around his wrist once again. Over my heart? Asked Bo as if it sounded corny. The heart is where the most memories are kept. It's a safe space where you remember that your Bo Kendo first and Pinstrike second. Bo was touched. Hmm, that's actually pretty deep, Uncle George. George simply replies, I try. Bank robbers and hostages were just the tip of the iceberg for what was about to come to Star Moon. While there was little time to celebrate, Bo and George decided to rest up and then strategize their next plan of action in saving the city, bringing an end to Mayor Webb's reign of tyranny. And I got a message from Juliana. And before I forget, she changed her, I think it was her YouTube channel, so it's now going to be Juliana Angel. So it's not going to be Catacombs, it's Angel. You should still be able to. Oh, excuse me. You guys should still be able to access her page and everything like that. She messaged me while I was reading. I'm gonna message her back in a second here. I'm struggling. It's so hot today. I'm not watered down, but I'm dying of thirst. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's see here. She was cracking up about that whole robbers wanting to being on vacation at Carbonite Heights. Yeah, it. I put like a lot of quips in this book just for a laugh. I'm sure you guys will be able to laugh once you be able to buy a copy. And for those of you who I don't have on my Facebook and my YouTube, things like that, Halloween season's coming up soon. My book is $5.82 on Amazon. That way, you don't have to spend too much, and it's the perfect time. It's got mystery, crime, drama, etc. in it. So just give this book a read, give it a chance. I'm gonna do my best to continue these live readings more often. Things are getting a little bit crazy at work. I mean, it's good because I'm getting more hours and things like that. But like I know this upcoming Saturday is gonna be really rough for me, so I'm staying longer than usual to do some counts and stuff like that. So pray for me. But anyway, honestly, I don't have too much to say today. Usually, when I'm doing this with Juliana, she's more of the speaker here, and she's still with me. That's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna give myself a minute to breathe here, because it is over 100 degrees, and I'll turn the air on as soon as I'm done here. I'm not gonna keep too much of you guys right here. Too much of you guys' time, that is. I'm still at 34 subscribers. Hopefully, I'll be able to. Well, before the year is out, I'm hoping I'll at least get 50 to just sort of speed things along. I already got let's see, if I remember, 29 watch hours. So I must be doing something right if because I'm still starting things out. I'm still trying to get myself to. uh, I'm still letting people know I have social media. I do this and things like that. So, uh, and she's enjoying herself, sending me laugh emojis. Let's see here. Send her a decent laugh emoji here. That's probably the only one I got on my computer. But anyway, she also texted me, or oh no, she just reacted. Okay. Well, I have more for you guys. Just a reminder to like, subscribe, keep the notifications turned on, continue to follow me. If you enjoy these live readings, uh, yeah, just pretty much continue to be on the lookout. That's why I keep saying keep notifications turned on, because I am still not done with this book yet, and there's still more action to come towards your way. So I'll just leave you guys with that, and I'll see you when I'm able to, when I have some free time. Namaste. I love you guys. Be safe. Uh, Sunday drives, especially. And going into the new week with the head straight on forward. So, bye, guys. I see you later. Love you.